started my internet journey back in 1997. Logged on to AOL for the first time and explored the internet, explored the superinformation highway. I participated in the chat rooms, which were 23 users at the time, and in some cases maybe 40. But I participated in chat rooms. And what I've discovered is that a forum in which you can share your thoughts on certain subjects of the day would always be ruined, right? The harmonious peace in the chat room would always be ruined by one individual, one user with a lot of drama to spread. And guess what? Poisons the entire mood of the chat room. And I would know because I've seen it happen from people or users cheating on other users, infidelity, gossip, rumors, and of course the occasional one user that comes in and mentions a political statement that shakes everyone up and really has what we call flame wars inside that chat room. Fast forward to 2022, and we've seen the chat room multiplied by a lot. Whatever harmonious piece you have on your website or in your social media feed is always disrupted by that one person bringing their version of drama by mentioning an unpopular opinion, and just shakes up everything. I would say that the only difference between the late 90s and today is that the person who is bringing the drama, who is shaking up the social media feed, they have the supporters. They have people who back them and who go along with what they're advocating. And it really, the entire internet experience is very sad how it's morphed into this. I would say in the late 90s, we had a population that, had its problems. Educational wise, I say the majority of the population were sane, knew what they were talking about. But in the year 2022, it has gone completely crazy. Now, it's easy for me to sit here and say the internet's the problem. It's a 65% part of the problem. The other part of the problem, with it, something that I've been advocating against for a long time, I'm going to just say it. Folks are illiterate. It doesn't mean that they can't read or write, but they can't learn to decipher a text, something that's presented to them. In all of our media today now, we take everything in face value without being critical or critiquing what is shown in front of us. And we're also now becoming a more visual society, right? Meaning a person says something outrageous, we don't take time to critique, to look deeper into what they're saying. Because even now, the trend has been like this for a few years now. Wherever they say it can be encouraged by a website they read it from. A website which, back to the very beginning, It's spreading misinformation, and that's it. It's these people, these users, the flamethrowers, they run with it. I guess I really have to ask this question. What does this all mean? Well, it means one thing. And no one's going to like what I'm going to advocate here. No one is going to say what I'm going to say here. Turn your devices off. Shut them down. Delete your profiles or your username or whatever. Delete it all. If it gets to a point where it's too much, walk away from it. The internet and social media is supposed to be there for you to engage in some good conversation or to share something good about your day, or in the case of business, promote your business. I always say, when you're not getting what you want out of this medium, and you're faced with all the lies and deceptions and misdirections, then it's time to give it up. It's time just to say, adios, I'm out. And that's what any rational person should do. The Mark Zuckerbergs and Jack Dorsey's of the world, Jeff Bezos, you know why they're rich? They're rich because we go into these websites that they control, and it's our drug. They're the drug dealers, that mental drug dealers, that keep giving us product for free, or in some cases paid, and we just eat it like candy. Mental candy, right? You know candy's not good for you, but we eat it anyway. And just like the candy we're not supposed to eat, we digest these false stories and misinformation and deceptions and lies on the internet because it sounds good. So why not run with it and believe it? And this is the problem that we face. It's something that we all should have seen coming 30 years ago when the term superinformation highway was used. Because now it's even shattered our belief in anything sane, right? It shattered our belief in anything sane. It ruined our belief in anything worthwhile. Family, community, each other. It's taken the most basic elements of why we live life and changed it to now is we're antagonistic towards each other. I don't trust you because you're this person. I don't trust you because you're that. I don't like you because you're a certain person. Instead of just really appreciating and respecting other person who they are. And we lost that respect for each other. Why? Because we don't care. We don't care. So I'm just saying that when it gets to be too much, when it gets to be at a point where it's just out and out outrageous, you need to turn these devices off. You need just to leave them alone for a while, take a break. If you don't want to delete, just don't touch it. Don't log on. Don't deal with this anymore, if that's your solution. But if you need it for business or any other thing that you need it for, then I would just say, okay, but limit your time. And it's a shame that has to be mentioned. It's a shame that all this has to be said, but it's a one thing to improve your mental health and your sanity. And if there's anything we know that's more important to all of us, it's our mental health. When we start having a society with poor mental health, as we're seeing right now, chaos, It's all that's left. And it's no good living in chaos. So as I close, I want everyone to be aware that you don't have to log on. You don't have to spend your days on the internet. You don't have to spend your days looking at a timeline where nonsense is uttered and spewed by people who are just saying things just to say things. Take the time to reclaim your mind and don't feed into the drug that's being offered to you. Just say no. All right, my name is Charles L. Chapman. Please visit my website, charleslchapman.com, and check it out. Let me know what you think. Sign up for the newsletter and all that. So, just want to wish everyone a good day, a good evening, a good week.